G'day there, welcome to Giltrap Group headquarters, 119 Great North Road in Auckland. And it's the Sunday morning of the Supercar Show. The event completely sold out. Saturday's all done, Sunday's sold out. So ahead of the Sunday session, I thought I'd share this event with you if you weren't able to make it. So we're going to do a walk around of the entire show. There's around 90 cars. And we're going to start with the classics first. How about this one? Lamborghini 400 GT. The successor to the 350 GT, the very first Lamborghini, oldest Lamborghini in New Zealand. Beautiful, beautiful car. You know, that's part of the history of Lamborghini where Ferruccio wanted to teach Enzo Ferrari a lesson. I just love that. And then the DB6. Got to have an Aston Martin old DB. We've had a DB5 here before. This time we've got the DB6, still just as beautiful. Let's keep moving along because there's 90 cars, and this one means a lot to me. The Ferrari 365 BB, the original boxer. When I was 11 years old, this is the car that made me fall in love with cars. And until this show, I'd never actually seen this model in the flesh. I'd seen a 512, so that was special for 11-year-old Sean. That was a long time ago. And the F40, the car that probably every second teenage boy wants to see, the F40. Mythical car. And speaking of mythical cars, how about this? The XKSS. The road-going version of the D-Type that won Le Mans 3 times in a row. The Browns Lane factory burnt down in '58. So they decided the 8 or 12 cars they hadn't completed, they'd finished them in 2013. And they built them using everything exactly like 1958. Amazing. In fact, the only thing I think that changed was the battery, because old batteries leaked acid, and the fuel cell, because a rubber bladder doesn't make the grade. But otherwise, this is a time capsule. Incredible. And from that to this, the Aston Martin Valkyrie Roadster. We've actually got 2 of them at the show this year. I'll let Blair travel around and look at this car, because when you see the back end of this car, the diffuser, the fact that it's cutaways, I think it leaves some of those Le Mans hypercars for dead. It is just phenomenal. Adrian Newey, you are a legend. What a machine. Speaking of great machines, we normally have 1 of each car here, but we've got 2 Valkyries and 2 of these Ferrari SF90 XXs because they're both very different. How about this? A purple SF90. In fact, I'm going to let Blair stay on this side and I'm going to walk along the back so you can look at the cars, because let's be honest, this isn't about me at all, is it? And then we have the Bugatti Veyron. Sort of one of the original hypercars. 14 radiators. What a stunning piece of kit. It's so beautiful. And in the flesh, actually a bit smaller than it always looked when I saw it in photos. And then Bacani Huara. What a beautiful, beautiful car. And one thing we've done this year is allowed this area at the back because you need to be able to see into this car to see how absolutely stunning it is. An absolute work of art. But all these hypercars are. And then La Ferrari. Thank goodness for Italian, because La Ferrari just wouldn't work, but La Ferrari is magic. What a beautiful car. In fact, the only red Ferrari in this lineup, and we've got a few. And then the Blackjack, the Brabham BT62, the only road-going version of these cars in New Zealand. There is a track car as well, but what a stunning bit of kit. And then this, the other SF90 XX. This car only arrived in New Zealand 5 days ago. This car, the colour, in case you're wondering, was the colour of the GTO that Stirling Moss ordered back in the 1960s. And this car was made as a tribute to that car. The number, even the yellow dot to classify the car, everything, or the driver, everything exactly. What a stunning car. And one of my personal favourites is this, the SP3 Daytona. I love it because back in the 60, 67, Chris Amon, when he raced for Ferrari at Le Mans, he was in the car that this was inspired by. Just incredible. Haven't timed it well with the music coming on, but I'm not going to start dancing. Before we go into the McLaren area, look at this, Ferrari SP2 Monza, and in front of it the McLaren Alva. 2 of the windowless cars. We actually did try to get the Aston Martin Speedster. We couldn't quite pull that one off. There is one in New Zealand though, so wait for the next Supercar Show. And the McLaren Speedtail. What a machine. This car has so much going for it, including inductive charging. You drive into your garage, it charges like an iPhone. I've been told it doesn't pay to have a cat though. And then we have the McLaren area. This here, the Triple Crown car, just beautiful. The 750s, the 600 LT. Over here, a McLaren P1. I think it gets more beautiful older it gets, and that rear wing is lush. But speaking of lush rear wings, how about 800 kilos of downforce from the Senna? Beautiful, beautiful car. And then we have the team from Logitech. So this is quite a popular area, and just quietly, the team from Giltrap Group have enjoyed this as well. And they're all competing to win themselves some new gear from McLaren's partnership with Logitech. So just fantastic. I could spend the whole day on that. Let's head downstairs. That's just one floor of the Supercar Show. We're over 4 floors of this amazing building here. And as we go around the corner past the Alva and the SP2, and then we have the Lotuses. And this time we got a V8 Esprit. What a stunning color, the blue. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. Incredible to think about. In 1973 that car came out, and they made it well into the 90s, and it still looks incredible. The Electra, and then Polestar 4. And at the bottom here we've got the Polestar 1, the original Polestar. And I love this car because it's a hybrid, but then at the back it's electric. And if you come around here, I just dig this. This appeals to the mad scientist in me. I just love that. Only one in the Southern Hemisphere as well. Come on, I'll show you something really, really cool. We got the Lotus Emira GT4. And in here, and we are half an hour before the session starts, and the crowd are already starting to come in. This is wonderful. But what we can do is move the ropes aside, because Brendan Hartley has loaned us his actual Formula One car from 2018, the Toro Rosso STR13. This car has scored points in Formula One. It's not a show car, it is a real Formula One car. And it is beautiful. I love this color scheme. And to see it in the flesh and actually see the sort of the floor on it and how much work goes on. You don't always see that on TV. It's just amazing. I could actually just spend the whole time in here, but there's so much to see, so let's keep going. There is another Valkyrie in the Aston Martin showroom and 3 Vanquishes. Let's wander past them actually, since we'll show you everything. The other Vanquish, this time, the Valkyrie, this time the coupe. There's the Vanquishes, all 3 Aston Martin Vanquishes. How's that for a setup? Just fantastic. Now, you think Italian cars, you think red? Well, not for us at the Supercar Show. We have gone all white. How's this for a bit of Wolf of Wall Street? Lamborghini Countach Quattrovalve. This is amazing. In fact, we think this Countach was maybe the actual launch car for this version of Countach at Geneva. Just amazing. And then we have the 2022 Countach. Just awesome. Lamborghini Aventador Ultime, again in white, this one with a satin finish. And how about this? The Revuelto, again in white. Just beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, this car here, actually, Aston Martin V600. This is the most powerful car in the world when it was made. What an incredible piece of Aston Martin history that is. This car here, Storato. Now, this is all about Starship, this event, the Children's Hospital, and a young fella, Alan George Nanai, he painted some art for us. It was amazing, and we gave him a chance to actually design his dream Lamborghini. So he captured some of his Rarotongan heritage in this paint job, and the wrap shop made it happen. Autographed by him. It is just so cool, and anyone coming at the show can see it. The paintwork is actually reflective, so it pops. Really cool. What an amazing kid. And Alan, George, we hope you get better soon, mate. Zika, we launched Zika this weekend in New Zealand, and the car that everyone's loving is this, the 009, because it's got the business class seats. Go have a look at them, Blair. Everyone is sitting there. You know when you go to the malls and get the massages? Well, this seat's been a bit like one of those, but you don't have to slip a $2 coin in. Come through. We'll just pop into Bentley showroom here. G'day guys. Got the grown-up donuts and I'm doing my best to stay away from them today. It's very hard. Bentley, always beautiful, but we have all the way from Dunedin a 1929 Bentley Speed 6, 6.5 litre. I haven't geeked out totally on that, I just read the information board, but what a machine. This is just beautiful. Supercars didn't just happen in the 60s, this was a supercar. Vittorio Bugatti said that, described the Bentleys as lorries back then, but they won Le Mans a few times, so I think those were pretty quick trucks. The new GT drive, I drove that around the South Island, what an experience, and then a GT3 Conti as well there. We're only halfway. Thank you for coming on this. I know it's a rush tour, but we wanted to show you the Supercar Show. This is a 328 GTB. We could have got you the Thomas Magnum one, but this is close enough. And this is one of my favourites too, this one here, the Aston Martin Zagato shooting brake. I mean, it's stunning from all angles, Blair, but if you see the back of this car, it is just something else. Who said a station wagon can't be awesome? And how about this thing? The Mercedes GT Black. You could just lose half a day studying this car. It is just an absolute weapon. And a nice run of Mercedes down here. The old F1 pace car, the F1 edition Merc here. This is still beautiful. And how about this one? So we go back a bit further. This is the DTM, the 190E. This was the homologation car for DTM. What a cool machine. This has everything going for it. Hi guys, we're just doing a quick walk around here. Just enjoy yourselves. And this car, another one, we had to get this back. The Lexus LFA, one of the most incredible cars ever to come out of Japan. This is amazing, amazing machine. It is beautiful. It sounds incredible. It goes incredibly, but it looks amazing as well. And how the paint job on this, who said Audi didn't do cars that were a bit garish and stuff? How's this? Fully striped up in the colours from the 80s, the IMSA cars. This is beautiful, the RS6 GT, awesome. Bit of Iron Man here, the Audi R8, beautiful. Now we're going to slip here into Porsche. This is amazing, these posters have been very popular. But Porsche have done a race-born theme, so we lose the music now and go to the sounds of race cars. And if you love Porsche, this is something else. How about this, the 911 ST, a Marco Giltrap's car. This is beautiful, this one. And I love the fact, 66, the year Giltrap Group was founded, that's our number. Just beautiful. And the Widowmaker, this has got a whole lot of Manthe work done on it. This GT2 RS. Just beautiful. Then Porsche's T-Car. I think I might qualify to drive that one day, I hope. We have more of the GT3s, the Turbo 50 edition here. But this one, a couple of pearlers. We saw Brendan Hartley's car upstairs. How about this one? This is actually the replica of the 919 from Le Mans. And then this car that only just arrived in New Zealand, the only one again in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the Manthe GT2 RS 25, just 30 of them in the world, celebrating the 25 years of working with Porsche. This is a company that's more than half owned by Porsche. This is their race team, and this car is just amazing. It is amazing. Just beautiful. Just fantastic. Okay, we're almost there, team. You probably get the feel that there's a bit more motorsport as we head down the line, and you're right. So we're going to head out of Porsche now, and we're going to keep heading down. We have some people actually have left this event and they've said, oh, I loved it. Those 2 floors of cars were amazing. We had to say, you need to go back because there's 4. In fact, look down here. That's where we're going. Can-Am, M8B. How about that Mazda? That's the year before they won Le Mans. 2 Corvettes, the Callaway. This car actually signed by Callaway before he passed away. And then the Z06, just beautiful. GT4 RS. And this one's super popular every time, the Walkinshaw Commodore. I often wonder if it was made slower by all the extras on there, but man, that's a bit of Aussie muscle and a bit of a sort of legendary car. And speaking of legends, if you got a Holden, you've got to have a Ford, and this is the GT. Obviously, the history of this car, special for New Zealand, Bruce McLaren, Denny and Chris Amon winning at Le Mans 1966. That's the new car, supercharged V8, just stunning. And speaking of history, Godzilla, the first one. This is the Skyline GTR 32, just what a cracker. As we go down, Lamborghini Urus Performante. Absolute beast with about 3.1 seconds or something to 100 in an SUV. The Jaguar Project 8. It makes no sense to do this car, and that's why it's awesome. I can't open the back door. Oh, I did lock it, but there are no back seats anyway. It's fully roll caged. I hope that music's not too loud, team. Ben Hunt brought his rally car. This is the defending champion car in the New Zealand Rally Championship. Fantastic machine. It's currently leading the championship. Like we had the LFA, we had to have the Subaru 22B. It is magic. And speaking of Subarus, right beside it, we've got a 1982 Subaru Leone, the first car Subaru that Possum Born, the legend that is Possum Born, rallied. This started his relationship with Subaru that saw him racing all over the world. And one of the great stories you've probably seen, I think Jeremy Clarkson did a fantastic video about the history of this car, the Lancia 037, and the battle with Audi. How's that? Lancia 037, the homologation car, and then, oh my goodness, what a beast. Group B, and Volta-Roll on the side, just amazing. Rallying, how about this? The Porsche 911 Dakar. This is a cool car. Actually one of the coolest road cars of a Porsche to drive. I love the extra tyre height. It makes it quite compliant. The A1 GP car, and I'll give you a tip. This car should be running early next year on New Zealand tracks. Just amazing. Black beauty. The car that really proved how good New Zealand could be in the world. You put us in the same car and we can beat anyone. How about this? 1973 McLaren M23, raced by Denny Holm. It won, in fact, I think it claimed pole in its very first race. And this went on to be the car that, or the chassis that James Hunt won the World Championship in 1976. This car is special too. And if you're watching around the world, I want to tell you about this car. See on here? Moss and Holm, 1980. At the B&H endurance race at Pukekohe, Denny Holm, Sterling Moss raced this car. Sterling Moss wanted the limited slip diff. Turned out it was a bit hard on tyres. Had they gone for the non-limited slip diff, there was only one of them in the country at the time, that car won. So Colin Giltrap had two cars racing. This car finished second because it was a bit hard on tyres, but incredible. Denny Holm and Sterling Moss shared this car in 1980 in New Zealand. I love that. This is the car that Simon Evans claimed the championship of the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy. It's great to have that here. And you've got to have an RS 500. We had a road car here before. This is one of the race cars. What a beast. Hi, I've got the team from police here. They've actually got a car with a screen in the back. Hi, team. Now, I'm a sucker for the Golf colours, but I think Martini's just behind. It's just beautiful, this Porsche. And here we have Mazda turbocharged rotary. I think it was the only turbocharged rotary race car they made. And this led to them going on to win Le Mans in that beautiful renowned coloured car, and a Can-Am. Finally, the last car I'm going to show you. Just beautiful. The cars that Bruce McLaren dominated, the Bruce and Denny show in the Can-Am series. Just stunning. Made the orange famous, and great to see McLaren wearing that again, wearing that at the front of Formula One. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Supercar Show. If you couldn't make it, we'll be back again in 2 years' time. If you have been here, thank you for supporting Starship. Cheers.